this is Dr. Lenore Coleman, President and Founder of Healing Our Village. Welcome to our Healing Our Village Diabetes Prevention Program. Today our module is called Stay Active Away from Home. Now during this section, by learning how to stay active, you'll be able to prevent or possibly even delay the onset of type 2 diabetes. During this session, we're going to talk about some challenges of staying active when you're not at home and ways to cope with these problems that you may encounter. Be sure that as we continue with this session and at the end, you make yourself a new action plan with all of the things that you're going to learn today. So here are some tips. First, if you're a passenger in a car, or if you're on a train or any of the ways that a bus, do some leg lifts while you're riding. Be active in ways that you don't need a fitness equipment. So you can walk, or you can just march right in place, or dance, or you can do wall push-ups or climb stairs. There's even some fitness apps that are out there that you can put on your cell phone that will help you do some exercises that doesn't necessarily require exercise equipment. And also see the sights while you're active. So a lot of people that I know walk in their local park, or they find hiking trails in their area, so that there's things for you to look at as you're either walking or biking, if you're going skiing or swimming, or if you're paddling a boat. All of these things that you do out in the universe, out here in the environment, all of those things make it easier for you to get those steps in that we need you to get in. Now, let's talk about Sherry's story. Sherry is actually at risk of developing type 2 diabetes. So she takes a walk with her neighbor every morning. She also rides a stationary bike after dinner, and she's been meeting her goal of being active at least 150 minutes during the week. Now remember, when you're active during that 150 minutes, you need to be at a moderate pace or more. Now, Sherry and her husband are planning to visit some old friends over the Memorial Day weekend, and it takes a 6-hour drive to get to her friend's house, which means there's going to be a lot of sitting on that particular day. Once she gets there, Sherry won't be able to walk with her neighbor or ride her stationary bike, which is her normal routine. So she's worried that she's not going to be able to reach her fitness goals for the week. So Sherry has to find new ways during this trip to stay active. And so during the drive, what she decided to do with her husband, she asked him to please stop so that they could make time for a 2-minute fitness break every 30 minutes of the drive, so they could stretch and walk around at each of these stops. Sherry actually tells her friends that she's being active to prevent type 2 diabetes, and so when she gets to their house, she actually invites them to join her and do some activities actually in their area. And her friend suggests maybe we should go out and do some canoe riding. So that person actually has a canoe. Sherry has never done that before, but she says, hey, okay, so I'll give it a try, and she really liked it. Sherry has no trouble reaching her fitness goal while she's away, and she's glad to know that she can stay active even when she's away from home. So some of you in the audience may be thinking of taking a trip or going somewhere a little bit different, which is going to take you away from home. So what makes it challenging for you to stay active when you're away from home? Please, as a group, if you could sort of write down some of these challenges after our presentation, that'll make things very good for us. Now, how to cope with these challenges. It can be challenging to stay active away from home, and so here are some of the common challenges that you might face and some ideas and some ways for you to cope with these challenges. But we want you to write down your own ideas in the column that says ways to cope on your worksheet. So, first challenge. I'm too busy seeing the sights and I don't really have time to be active. Well, see the sights while you're active. So as you're doing your sightseeing trips, be sure that you include maybe some walking tours or maybe some biking tours so that you'll be able to see the sights and still stay active. I'm visiting friends or family and I don't want to necessarily get them involved. Well, ways to cope is tell them you're being active and ask them if they'd like to join you. What you're probably going to find out is they want to be more active as well, and so they'll actually help you plan some activities together. And look for activities that they can do with you and invite them to join you. You know, the easiest thing to do is wherever you go, you can always walk around the block. So that's an easy activity no matter where you go that you can incorporate your steps into your day-to-day. Also, another challenge. I have to travel a long way, which means I'm going to be sitting in the car for a long time. Well, if you're a passenger, you can actually do leg lifts while you're riding in the car. Or take a train. You'll be able to walk around up and down the train as the train is going. And if you travel by car, make time for a 2-minute fitness break, maybe every 30 minutes. So go to one of the rest stops along the way and then walk around that rest stop in order to get your 150 minutes of exercise in. I don't know my way around wherever you're at, so you're a little worried about walking. Well, there's some ways to cope with that. Use walking as a chance to get to know the area. Buy a map and explore the area. As you're walking, you might want to ask some local shop owners or local people where they go walking. Find some maps and routes, ideas maybe on your computer. Get a map app for your smartphone. And then walk inside a local mall. That always works. And it's also usually a safe and climate-controlled environment. So that's always a great place to get your walking in. I can't use my fitness center because I'm not at home. Well, find out if there's a local fitness center that you can use. If you're staying at a hotel, almost all hotels have a fitness center or they have a pool. Bring a fitness band in your suitcase. So if you pack a resistance band, you'll be able to do some resistance exercises. You can always try to find a place to rent a bike or be active in ways that don't necessarily need fitness equipment. Jump rope is another thing that you can pack in your suitcase and be able to do right there wherever you are. Another challenge is I don't have my workout buddy with me. Well, ask somebody else to be active with you, maybe the friends or family that you're going to see. Be active by yourself or maybe join an online fitness group. And for those of you who have some of the fitness watches or Fitbits, other kinds of exercise trackers, sometimes those you can download the app onto your phone and you can join a community right there as part of that fitness app. So that's something that you can do if you don't have your fitness buddy with you. Again, thank you so much for your attention. We hope that you enjoyed learning how to stay active away from home. For more information and other modules, please go to our hovhealth.com, or you can always call Healing Our Village at 800-788-0941. Thank you so much.